Hello, I'm Caroline and I'm the marketing manager for Eric's Nace businesses. That's Titchwell Manor, Eric's Pizza and Eric's Fish and Chips. And today I'm here to introduce you to people that work across the business and also our suppliers as well in our new Getting to Know You series. This morning I'm having a chat with Andy McPherson, who is the General Manager of Titchwell Manor. Oh, thanks Andy, these look great.
Pleasure.
Lovely, thanks very much.
No problem at all. Go through.
Thanks. This is a very nice coffee, Andy. Thank you very much.
Sure?
Yes, great.
I think I got a better one.
Did you? Have you got a better one than me?
Yeah.
How did you get into hospitality then?
Well, I was almost by chance, really. I mean, I grew up in Australia, and while I was schooling out there, I was doing, I suppose, what's equivalent to the A-levels. And one of the subjects I was doing was computing. And back in those days, there was no computers in schools, or I didn't have one at home. Basically, I got a bit scared and ran off to catering college.
Great.
So, from wanting to do engineering to cooking was quite a sidestep, but yeah. And then eventually went travelling, ended up in Norfolk, and been here for the last 30 odd years.
Fantastic.
So started in the kitchen and...
So that's how, I see, so you didn't sort of, because obviously you're the general manager,
Yes.
and I know that you're general manager of Titchwell Manor. So did you start sort of working locally as a chef then in Norfolk?
Yes, well, I was in London first, when I first arrived over here, moved to Suffolk, worked on the Suffolk coast, and then, it was a friend of a friend, sort of invited me up for a night and turned into an interview. And I've been here ever since.
And you've been here ever since. So started as a chef here. What have you been cooking at Titchwell Manor? How did that start?
I wasn't cooking. I've never cooked at Titchwell Manor.
Oh, I see.
So it was in Burner Market. I started. It was at the time an 8-bedroom hotel.
Oh yeah.
So I started there as a head chef and cooked there for about 10, 12 years. I went from 8 bedrooms to 50 something bedrooms and helped develop that. And yes, and when I was sold, I decided to move on.
I see, yeah. So that's quite a big job, developing a small hotel to such a large hotel.
Yeah. But it was nice to be a part of that whole transition from a small inn to quite an iconic hotel now.
Yeah.
And but it was nice because I knew Eric before I worked here, so he was a friend. And I was just on the beach one day, having a chat, and with again a mutual friend, and he told me that Eric would be very keen to talk. So we did, and that's history.
Fantastic.
Yeah, 10 years later.
Yeah, 10 years later. Yes, it's your 10-year anniversary.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
So, wow.
I wasn't sure if it'd be 10 years, but I'm glad that it has been.
Yeah. I get that impression about this business and Eric's businesses, that it's like a family business and people... Yeah. Is that right, would you say?
But it's nice. Family businesses are nicer to work for because you are one-to-one with the owners. They listen. It's not a corporate thing where you have to stick by an agenda as such. As much as the financial side of things, where there's budgets to meet and everything, we can talk around there. It's not black and white. It's more interesting, I think, when it's a family-run business, and it's more personal.
Yeah,
it's definitely more personal for me because I do feel that I am the part of the business.
And I get that feel. I mean, I've been here for a little while, and I get that sense that it's sort of, you feel like you're part of the family. What's that about? Do you feel that there's, how do you feel it?
I don't know if it's a trust thing. Eric does put a lot of trust in his team. Even the junior members of staff, he will always talk to them, ask them advice, how do things are going, do we need to change directions? Because having a feel from everybody, sort of, then you can build a bigger picture from that. Yeah. And I think because he's asking everybody and wanting contributions, it then becomes a family as opposed to a corporate thing, because you think of GMs in a corporate background would go no further down than their, the management of that department. Yeah. And then they would have the meeting, and then they would then take that to the board as such. But
Yeah.
Where here we talk between ourselves, even if it's just during service.
Yeah.
It can be, oh, I think we could do this a bit better.
Yeah.
And then we can discuss that and try it out and see how it goes. And a lot of times the junior staff bring good ideas to the table, which is lovely. And that's what I mean by, it feels like a family.
That's great.
Yeah.
It sounds like a very relaxed and sort of collaborative, creative type of environment to work in.
Yeah, well, it's almost like ducks. We're very calm at the surface, sort of going around doing what we do, looking after the customers, and then underneath, the background is where all the sort of the franticness happens. Yeah. But I've always said that to everybody. It's like, if you can smile, that's what the customers need to know. Smile, service. Any issues, come to me. And I always say to them, never panic unless you see me panic. And I don't panic. This doesn't get you anywhere.
Well, that's great. Thank you.
Yeah, pleasure.
I hope you enjoyed our Getting to Know You series today. We met Andy, who's the General Manager of Titchwell Manor. Stay tuned for more to come.